Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to the review of The Cleansing, the debut studio album by the band Suicide Silence. Tonight we're celebrating the 15th anniversary of it, so I've decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. Suicide Silence is one of the most recognizable deathcore artists out there. I remember when I was in middle school, the girls from my class were listening to it, calling it death metal. Back then I was more of a true metalhead, so I was like, I am not going to listen to this, which was hilarious to me, but that's what children are. I think the first time I've listened to this band was in 2011, when The Black Crown was released. So yeah, that's my story of how I've heard about Suicide Silence. Here's the lineup, as you can see. Mitch on the vocals, Mark and Chris on guitars, Mike on the bass, he later was replaced, and Alex on the drums. Right now, as I'm doing this review, Alex is not the drummer anymore, and he's playing with POD live, which is very interesting. I wonder if he will add some blast beats to POD, imagine that. We are, the blast beat of the nation. Anyways, enough with those jokes, let's just start the review. Here's my setup as usual. The production is raw, it's very heavy and it has that classic deathcore vibe of 2006-2007. The message is diverse, songs are mostly about killing women and anti-religion, stuff like that, maybe murderers. I actually don't pay much attention to the lyrics on this album, which is very weird because on The Black Crown it's the other way around. I really like the Unanswered lyrics, they're my favorite on the record. The structure of the songs is pretty basic, you've got your standard verse, chorus, breakdown, chorus, or maybe verse. There's a lot of repetitions going on, but it's not bad. Mostly the best part of every song is the breakdown in the middle. Let's rate individual songs. Revelations is the intro for the record. I don't know why it exists. I think it's garbage, 0 out of 10. Unanswered is the best song on the record. I enjoy it. Mitch's vocals here are just perfect. I love his screams and growls. The guitar riffs are fun as well. The drumming is perfect. I love this song, especially the lyrics and the final breakdown. As much as I love this version, I think the live version on Mitch Luker Memorial Show with Phil Bozeman of Whitechapel was way better, and I mostly go back to that one. But this one is great as well, 10 out of 10. Hands of a Killer has really nice atmosphere to it. I enjoy the riffs the most here, cool verses, nice chorus. Kinda sounds like a filler track, but I enjoy it, 8 out of 10. The Price of Beauty is a standard deathcore song. I really enjoy the breakdown in the middle. The vocals are great, actually the vocals are always great, they are never changing. Mitch is always doing his highs or lows and they always sound good on every song. The instrumental here could have been better. I think that's the biggest flaw of this record. While the vocalist is straight up killing it, some of the instrumental choices here are fucking boring me to death. This song is decent, it's not good, it's not bad either, just 6 out of 10. The Fallen on the other hand has some cool melodies and breakdowns. I enjoy this song, sometimes I go back to it. The vocals are the best part for me here. 7 out of 10. No Pity for a Coward is a classic Suicide Silence song, so I guess I am going to get hated on now because I think it's very boring and repetitive. It's an average song with a really cool breakdown in the middle. That's it, 5 out of 10. I can say the same thing about The Disease, but The Disease doesn't even have a cool breakdown. I am not hating on it because it's not a bad song, but it's a song that you will forget about. 5 out of 10. Bludgeoned to Death, similar to No Pity for a Coward, 5 out of 10. Girl of Glass, now finally a good song here. I enjoyed the instrumental work, especially the breakdown. The rest could have been better, and the vocals just great through and through. 7 out of 10. In a Photograph, I don't remember this song. It was probably boring as fuck, 5 out of 10. Eyes Sun Shut, Now this song had some cool riffs and atmosphere, but overall it was very repetitive, so it's hard to rate it, but I guess it's decent. And the final song, Green Monster, it's another shit show that has nothing to offer. It's just an average song that you're going to forget about when it ends. 5 out of 10. The original album has a hidden track called Destruction of a Statue. On the later releases it's not hidden, and I really like this song. It's my second favorite song on the record, especially the part in the middle, which sounds like a classic Gothenburg melodic death metal / metalcore style. It reminds me of At the Gate, Slaughter of the Soul. At the end of the song we have some growls from Nate Johnson. At the time he was the vocalist of the band Through the Eyes of the Dead. Later he became the vocalist for Fit for an Autopsy. I like both of these bands, and I like Suicide Silence too, so he's a nice guest vocalist here. 8 out of 10. The Japanese edition had an additional song called A Dead Current. I wish it was on the album because it's not boring me to death, it's not amazing either, but it has a very cool verse riffs, which I really enjoy, and the vocals as usual perfect, so yeah, 6 out of 10. And this year came out an Ultimate Edition, which has additional songs. I'm going to rate 2 of them because I don't care about the demos or live versions. We've got Swarm, you know this song from the EP released in 2005 called Just Suicide Silence. I like this version better because it has way better production. The song is good, I really enjoy its sinister atmosphere. The vocals are killer, the riffs are actually nice, the drummer is killing it as usual, 7 out of 10. And the final song, Engine Number 9. I love this cover so much, it's just so fun to hear Deftones but in a deathcore edition. Mitch is killing it on the vocals. The instrumental work is fun because it's Deftones. You know, I wish Suicide Silence would make some interesting fun instrumentals for The Cleansing, but they did not. So yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 easily. I enjoy coming back to this cover. To sum it all up, the consistency is various. You have some amazing songs here, like Unanswered, Hands of a Killer, and The Destruction of a Statue, and also some good tracks like The Fallen, The Price of Beauty, Girl of Glass, Ice on Shot, Swarm, A Dead Current. But also some very boring average shit that you're not going to remember. Like, I know for a fact that next day, if I will play this album, I will not remember The Disease or Green Monster. It would feel like I'm listening to a new song, and in the middle of listening to it, I am going to get bored and tired. That's not a good thing in an album. The flow is disrupted. It's actually very hard to finish this record because you are going to get bored. It's easier to listen to it in chunks. Just leave 10 songs that are the most interesting and the album would benefit from it. Replayability, some. I think it's an average record. I don't understand the appeal of it or why is it so famous. I think the next album, No Time to Bleed, was way better and way more interesting, and the Black Crown just obliterates this weak, boring stuff. What I do enjoy is the production, the fact that it's all heavy, Mitch Locker's vocals, which are amazing from the beginning to the end, but the instrumental work is just, it almost doesn't exist. So yeah, that was my review of The Cleansing. I hope you've enjoyed it. If not, that's too bad. I cannot change my opinion. I am not going to lie to you that it's the best thing that was released. It's still better than Morbius. It's morbing time. See you guys later. Bye.